had the bright idea this morning not to bring the kayak out to the Field of Dreams. Normally you can't access it unless you have a kayak. But the waters are so low that you can just walk to it. And I thought, you know what? It's so hot. It's such a hassle to deal with the kayak on the way back upstream. I'll just walk it today. It'll be easier. Nope, it's not. All right. It's taken me a good bit to actually get out here onto some material. I'm officially out here, and I've been looking for a good while. Haven't found anything actually, but I think right here I've got something pretty special. I think it's a marble, but not just any marble. I think it's a shooter, one of the big ones, and I very rarely find those on the river or metal detecting. Oh, it is, but it's broken. I don't think I've ever found a whole shooter. They're always broken. What was it my grandpa said that used to call these when he was a kid? Bread wagons. These were the ones that, these big ones knocked the little ones out. These were the money makers right here. Guys, I just found one of the coolest things I think I've ever found.
Let's pause it right there for just a second because I wanted to say something. Now in this video clip, I'm really excited about this find, but this find was just so far out of what I ever thought I'd find that it hadn't really sunken in while I was recording this. In the hours after I filmed this clip and the few days it's been since I filmed this clip, I've become more and more excited about this find, and it's just really cool. I've never found anything like this before. I doubt I ever will again, and I think this is pretty rare. So I hope you find this interesting and exciting like I did.
I just saw what I thought was a piece of wood laying right here, and I flipped it over, and I believe it's a vertebrate, and it's no normal vertebrate. Wait till you see this. I've got big hands. That, I believe, is going to be Mastodon size. I don't think they make them that big for other lesser animals. I believe that is a humongous vertebrate. Oh my gosh. That is, I'm holding, I mean, I don't know for sure, but I'm assuming that I'm holding a piece of a mastodon. Wow, that's gigantic. I wear a size 11 or 12 boot. Yeah. Wow. You don't see that every day. I'm stunned. Well, I don't take a lot of bones home with me, but this one's coming home with me. Wow. You know, it doesn't feel like solid stone yet either. Oh my goodness. Wow. Well, it's pretty solid. What it feels like weight-wise and feel is like sandstone, basically. Feels like this right here. Wow. What a find. Woohoo!
Now there's a piece snapped off the top and the sides are broken off of this, but I believe this is a cervical vertebrae of a mastodon. If anybody knows how to preserve something like this, I could use your help. I don't know if it'll try to flake on me or crack or what.
Crinoid. Nah. That's the first thing that I've seen that I would actually possibly call a nutting stone. There's literally thousands of rocks out here with similar depressions in them, caused by natural things, but that one could be. Could be. Don't know. Well, it's been kind of a slow day, other than finding a mastodon bone. But I'm on my way out. Kind of have to call it early today. Plus, it's supposed to be 104. I see two things here. One I already touched, so I know what it is. But I just now spotted as I turn the camera on. If I can find it. A little piece of brachiopod. Pouch before I lose it. And then this is really my only artifact today. Nice worked on piece of stone. Some of the cortex left on it looks like it may have been jasper. Yellow jasper. Beautiful little chip there. Alright, find anything else on the way out, we'll let you know. Alright, I'm back out here at the Field of Dreams today. Yesterday I did a kind of short hunt and I found that mastodon, that incredible mastodon vertebrae. I think it's a cervical vertebrae. And now I just found something much smaller, but very cool, a little tiny crinoid. First find of the day. We'll see what else we'll come across. Maybe something good. Alright, I'm hunting just this little puddle of water. It's just a little isolated thing. And I spotted what I think is a crinoid right there, but I also spotted something right down here that looks awfully arrowhead-ish. So let's check out the crinoid first. It could just be shale over here that I'm looking at, but we'll find out. Nice little crinoid. And then pan over here about a foot and a half. And right there, I got this little pouch. That almost looks like an arrowhead to me. Oh, it is. It most certainly is. Yes. Oh, beautiful little Gary. Wow. Almost didn't see that. It was just had just enough silt on it. I can never, the little rounded ones, I think that is what determines if they're Mabon or Mabin. I'm not sure. Maybe. One's pointy down here sometimes and one's rounded. Or maybe that's not what determines Mabon or Mabin. I need to look that up again. I believe we're all there. Possibly a little ear ding. Yeah, there's definitely a little tiny ear ding right there on that side, but that's 99.99. Interesting material there. I'm not sure what that is. I'll get a close-up with the phone since I didn't get the tripod out for that. Really wasn't thinking that it was actually going to be one. Cool. Needle tip. What's funny is just last weekend I walked right down the middle of this same puddle here. It keeps filling up with water and then draining and filling up again, and I either just missed it or it just wasn't unburied last time. Hey, look who that is.
Alright, this is the part of the hunt where you guys get to do some looking. Let me know if you guys see anything down here in the water.
Thought I had a little belemnite. Belemnite. I was following these footsteps on the bank, which very well could be my footprints from another day. Actually, I see a different set there. That's for sure not mine. But anyway, I just found this beautiful little flake laying right next to somebody's footprints there. And it is wafer thin. Alright. This is one of these situations where it's might not be anything, but I want to film it just in case it is. But right here, above the tip of that stick, maybe have a broken blade right there. If it is, it's a really nice one, it looks like. Let's pull it together and find out. Oh, it's a piece of glass. Those'll fool ya. Bummer. What we really need is a good couple hard rains, or just long lasting rains. See, everything's all gray and dried out. Even though this is a huge area to hunt, like probably 60% of it is just desert dry, since the waters have gone down and the water's left silt and algae all over the surface that's dried out and turned this grayish white color. And once we get some really good rain, it's gonna wash and bring back all the color to this area, these types of areas. And then I think I'm gonna find more stuff. Honestly, my last several hunts since the waters receded from all of our flooding have not been crazy productive. Don't get me wrong, I've found some great stuff, and there's lots of stuff to be found, but it's slowed down for sure. And a lot of it just has to do with the fact that most everything that was underwater that's now come up out of the water is just dry and crusty like this. Just harder to see stuff in it. So we need some rain. Also, it's been between about 100 and 109 degrees for like 2 or 3 weeks now. And that's without the heat index. And it's not letting up anywhere in sight as far as the forecast goes. So I don't know if we're gonna get that rain too soon, but we sure need it. Now, in that last video, I had mentioned that Gary's are my favorite arrowhead. And if I had to talk about my favorite material, it's this stuff here. I never know if this is gonna show up on camera or not, but that's Hindville or Hinsville. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. It's blue. It can come in a few different shades of blue. This is one of the really dark shades right here. It actually looks like there's been some flakes driven off of that. That's my favorite material there. I have only ever found one serious artifact made out of that stuff. And in fact, it's pretty rare for me to even find a piece of it like this, or possibly it had some flakes driven off. Usually it's, when I find it, it appears to be unworked for the most part. But nevertheless, what is that? Oh, it's a piece of shell. That's my favorite material, long story short. That's a big tooth. I found one earlier that I didn't film. Tooth or one. Bye-bye, turtle. Just flip this out with my stick right here. And lo and behold, it's a great big old piece of coral. Wipe some more of that mud off. Wow, that is a big piece. Cool. Now, I don't know what these are. This isn't the first of these I've found. I found a couple others, not this big. It almost feels like iron and looks like iron, but I've taken them back and tested them with the metal detector and they're not. I don't know what those are. Some kind of, yeah, I don't know. Can't even guess really. I guess I'll take it with me. It's the biggest one I've found. I also just noticed this. A little flake laying right there, a little chip. Put it in my basket. All right, already picked this thing up, and I'm picking up stuff and grabbing it before I'm filming. I don't know. I'm just getting fooled a lot today. But I already picked this up and looked at it. But I thought I'd turn it back on and film it. This is a really nice little flake blade here. Very, very fine serrations all along that front edge up here above my thumbnail. Can barely make them out, but they're there, and they're pretty nice. That is a really fine little flake blade there. Just about shaven sharp. Well, I really blew it on this one with the tripod. This would have been a good candidate for the tripod, but this thing was so caked in mud, I really didn't know what I had until I started washing it off in the water. Nice little scraper there. Little turtle scraper. Turtleback scraper. Very pleased with that. It's about time to go home. I'm worn out.